Good morning, guys. This is Moses from Cruz Automotive. Yo, the famous Moses. However you want to call me, however you know me. We're from Holland, Michigan. El famoso Moy. Hey. Yep, that's a crazy story too. We'll talk about that later. I got a special guest. I got my brother-in-law, David Sarmiento. My brother-in-law, my brother. He's married to my sister. They got two amazing nieces. I have two amazing nieces. Emma and Abby, two kids. And my sister Crystal, shout outs to her. So this is my famous brother-in-law. We love him to death. He's an amazing dude. I am honored for him to be in my first podcast ever. The whole podcast here is that what is the meaning of the check engine light on? So we get that a lot, and I thought about who else can I bring in to explain the meaning of the check engine light but my brother-in-law. So David is the type of guy, he'll change his tire, he'll work on his car, he'll do his own oil changes. This guy knows cars, right? He knows cars. So I'm like, how can we explain this? How can we speak about mechanics or cars without sounding so technical so everybody could understand? So David's here, he's gonna help me out, and we're gonna speak in a manner where we could all understand and not be technical, like, well, the milligrams and the gram seconds and the 5-volt reference.
Wait,
and
what does that mean?
Like, what does that mean? Oh, how much is that gonna cost me, you know?
Yeah,
so
the bigger the words, the harder, the more expensive it sounds to me.
we call
To
that a confused mind don't do anything. Because you're so confused, you don't know. It'll want you to back out from that, right?
Yeah,
It scares people away. Oh, well, okay, well, what is that gonna cost, right? So then you go find it elsewhere because you think it's gonna be so expensive or whatnot. So we Googled it, and we said that we found out that the most common issue why the check engine light's on is because the catalytic converters and the O2 sensors go bad. What does that mean to you? Like, what is that? Like, how can I explain that?
I guess to me, the catalytic converter is something to do with the muffler system, emissions or something. But
It
what
is.
is that? Why to me, why does it kick it on?
Yeah, that is exactly. It's a great
My
question.
car runs, it kind of normal,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But why is the check engine light there? Like,
yeah, and there's multiple symptoms for that. So you're right. The first thing, the light will turn on. When that light turns on, how does that make you feel?
shit, I gotta put money in my car. That's what it
Damn,
is.
something is wrong, right?
Yeah.
The light could be something as minor to severe. You're correct, right? And back to the converters, yes, there's these little, I'm gonna call them, like, they look like little mini mufflers, right? And they have like these honeycomb inside of it. And what it does is it's supposed to heat up, and all the unburned gases goes in there, reburns them, so it pollutes less, okay? There's two sensors, one in the front, one in the back. One monitors how much gas is going in, and the other one monitors the out, but also monitors if that converter is doing its job, okay? So if this sensor starts acting up weird, or it starts moving faster, it's supposed to be like a slow signal to say, okay? It'll turn the light on. And most of the time, you won't even feel it, it'll feel normal, okay? Severe catalytic converter would be you give it gas and your car won't go. It just bogs out, has no power. That's worst case scenario. It's like back in the days, my dad would tell me, like in the 70s, they used to play around with their friends. They'll get a potato, shove it up in the tailpipe. Like, my car's not running, it runs
so
like
it'll
shit.
be the equivalent of that.
That'll be a similar situation, a similar symptom. I think that's the best way I could describe it.
So when you say that, so that's what it is. The root cause then more than likely the sensor, or would it be the actual honeycombs inserts that are in there?
That's where we come in, okay? You go to the store, you go to AutoZone, Advance Auto, they'll say, we'll diagnose your car for free.
For free, yeah.
Right? Okay. So what are they gonna tell you?
Yep, this could be this sensor, this sensor, this sensor. I've gotten a list of.
They'll give you a list, right?
Yep.
Someone like you like to do your own stuff.
Yep.
What's your
You try the first one.
and you buy it, and then you still.
What's the cost, right? What's the cheapest thing we can do? If I can do this sensor for $50, I'll do it myself.
But then you still have the light on.
Yep.
And then you go back. Let me get the second list.
Let me get the second sensor.
There, you still got this light on, right? Okay. Then now you're in $100 and a whole day of your time in. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that's family time.
Yeah.
That's value time. I mean, you could have done something else with that kind of
Yeah,
time.
because usually that's the day you're done. Like you gotta.
So look, guys, if money is important to you, I'm here to show you how to invest it correctly, right? This is what you should do, okay? The correct thing. Those parts store guys, I can't speak for them, but they should be more transparent. Most places are. I mean, there's some parts stores that say, hey, just let you know, this reading just tell you why the light is on, okay? It doesn't tell you the root cause of the problem, right? We had to change the wording from diagnostic to root cause analysis, okay? Because when people hear diagnosing, they're like, oh, they can do that for free. Why you gotta charge X amount? You know, root cause analysis. Joven, did you know there's like 18 to 8 computers per vehicle?
Yeah, I mean, no, nowadays.
A lot of computers, a lot of electronics. Literally, to be a technician, to specialize in drivability and electrical, you either got to go to school, you got to read, you're self-taught, you learn from someone else that knows what they're doing. One way or the other, you have to obtain this knowledge, how to use the scan tools. In this industry, we got like 7 of them. We really do. Every vehicle's different. Programming, if you change the sensor, you gotta program it and let it know, hey, I changed the sensor so the computer knows. So like even if you change the O2 sensor.
So you can't just plug and go.
On some of them you can. You know, you have to clear the filtrums, they call it. Which what it means is like you gotta electronically tell the computer, hey,
this is a brand new.
Let me plug it in. Hey computer, let you know that this is a new sensor. Let me reset it. So the computer knows new sensor, reset, okay, and it resets itself. So sometimes, you know, if you change the sensor, it could fix the issue, but you didn't have the equipment to reset it properly. Yeah. You still got to take it to the shop so they can reset the light and reset everything.
So you can still plug it in and then you still get the light thinking
it's
still bad,
it's still
but
bad.
Yet it probably is better.
Exactly, absolutely.
And then you spend more money
trying to change it
around, even though you already corrected the issue. Just
that absolutely also happens. Yeah. We see a lot of that as well too. The guy put new converters, new O2 sensors. Hey, my light's still on. You know, I'm like, oh well, let's take a look at it. So then we have someone that knows how to read the scanner. Because I'm gonna talk a little about the scanner. I'm gonna just sway off here. We get this a lot. Hey Moses, can you come in and just put the machine on and tell me what's wrong with it? There's no machine that'll tell you exactly what's wrong with it. The machine's a tool, okay? The machine will help you read the computer, read the sensors. And the more experienced you are, the more knowledge you know what to look at. You know where the parameters need to be at. You know where things need to be at. If you see something off, that's your starting point.
Right here.
Right here. And then you attack. Why? Boom, boom, boom. This is the root cause analysis. This is the problem. Hey, David, we found the problem. This is the exact problem. One-time fix, guaranteed. Let's get it done.
Yep.
And we're done. It's over. It's a permanent repair. We're not going to do no patch job or Band-Aid, no guessing. It's a permanent repair. So the scanners are as good as the technician. You could buy a $15,000 machine, but if you don't know how to use it, it doesn't mean you're going to fix all the cars.
Yeah.
You know,
we're still in the same place.
We're still in the same spot. Yeah. I mean, you could buy it and you could read it, you could Google it, but it's not the same. You know, you got to have some knowledge.
Right.
And then when you have some knowledge, then you grow as you grow. I do not know everything. This is an industry that is always changing. There's always different things. No one knows everything. I'm always learning. That's one thing I love about it. We're always learning.
Well, I mean, like you said, there's up to 18 computers or
absolutely
computers now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was one.
One or none.
Yeah.
I mean, you had this back in the day. You had a carburetor. Literally, gas, give it, spray, you're done.
Yep.
I mean, 90% of a guy could fix it.
Yep.
Like, oh, the carburetor's bad. Oh, it just needs gaskets. Put plugs and wires.
And that's where the problem is, right? That gray area is where we grew up with this.
Yes.
Like, oh, just turn this and do this, and it'll run.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, I can't. It might be my truck. I can't do that.
This was the golden age for a lot of mechanics. A lot of people make a good living.
Yep.
When this went away, I mean, it spread it from the baby seals to Navy seals.
Yeah.
All right, let me explain that. the guys that were stuck with this didn't want to learn more. Nope, I'm only going to work with no guardian computer.
Yep.
There's wiring this, wiring that, and blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Those faded away. So I'll tell you a little bit about me, since we're talking about check engine light and all this stuff. I was very fortunate that I grew up in exactly that splitting year. When I was with my dad,
Yep.
we did carburetors, we built motors on ourselves. It was just fun, it was cool,
Right.
we did that. When I was going to school, it was a transition of carburetor to fuel injection. I mean, and I loved it. Like, what? It does what? I tried to teach my dad this. Brakes are brakes. You know, there's the dad. You know that ABS has 4 channels. Oh, that's stupid to me. Yeah, but when that one car comes in with the ABS light, what are you gonna say? People want that to get fixed. Like, hey, you know, you need to move on. A lot of people didn't move on. So I'm gonna say we moved on. You know, obviously, Tacho, your brother, my brother, he's phenomenal with this stuff. He loves doing electrical stuff. This guy's a genius. He's freaking good. Too bad he's not in my podcast, but he'll be here in the next one, and we're going to be more like a tech talk, and we'll dive in deeper on that kind of stuff, right? So, any questions about this, David?
So we're talking about check engine lights, right?
Check engine lights.
The normal is your standard, always on check engine light.
Mm-hmm.
But when it starts blinking,
that's
the one.
That's a good question.
Because usually, a lot of times, with the regular check engine light, if it runs, it takes you to work, you
Mhm.
kind of forget about it, and it's like your regular. Oh, that's the Christmas tree that's on, right? Because you're living with the
classic,
with the right.
classic.
But
yes,
you're driving down the road and it starts blinking. That's where it makes me nervous, because I'm like, oh, something's gonna
absolutely
blow up.
Mm-hmm.
So
I get that completely.
Where-
So you're asking me what's the difference between a solid light and a blinking light?
Right.
Pretty much what you're saying. A solid light could be something. It could be something as something simple. It could be something major, right? So it could be a gas cap. It could be a light. The light could be on because of intake, camshafts, a sensor. Let's just keep it simple.
Yeah.
Something as simple as a sensor, or it could be something simple as a gas cap, right? It could be, and the light could stay on and it could run normal, right? Or it could be on and you could be like, man, this kind of feels a little weird, right? When you have a blinking light, the majority of the time a blinking light is you have a misfire, okay? Meaning one of the cylinders are not firing. It could be severe, like a mechanical issue, right? There's no compression, something broke inside, right? Or something simple like a coil, plug, or wire. Again, you could diagnose it and pinpoint the problem. Again, if you go to the parts store, they're going to give you a list of stuff,
Same thing.
and you're going to be chasing around. And that's why it's so important. Like, people always care about, you know, money, the price. What's the price? What's the price? If the money's so important for you, I'm telling you right now, invest in finding a good shop that can diagnose the problem and let them guide you how to spend your money, right? So I'm here to guide you how to spend your money more efficiently.
That is important because
Ooh.
yeah, a lot of people are worried about the price, but like for me, I'm also worried about time losing from work, because I gotta take a day off to take it to the shop or to fix it, right? If I fix it myself, but then it's not right, so now I gotta take another day off. So now I'm losing money on both sides of it.
You hit a great point. So we get customers that are like, this is my only car, I need it for work, oh my God, I gotta wait for it, I gotta diagnose the issue, right? It's a 50-50 thing. I really believe that make the time to drop off the vehicle, okay? One, don't lose time from work. I'm more than sure you can find a ride. One day, find a ride. Uber, $8, $10, whatever they charge. Your wife can take you, somebody can take you to work. Give the shop, give us the opportunity to repair your vehicle with no pressure. It's a lot of pressure when someone's waiting for you. It's like, and then they're just stepping back and forth. Oh my God, is it done yet? Is it done yet? You go to work, you do your thing, let us do our thing. We know it's important. Every single car that comes in, that's someone's car, man. You know, it's your transportation. You take your kids to school. You gotta take the wife to work. You gotta go to work. You need a transportation. You gotta have it. It's a 50-50 thing. But also the shop, or like say us, we know that's a huge responsibility in order to fix your car right, get it done right the first time. But you're correct. It's more, you're saving more money by taking it to the right place, let them figure it out, let them source the parts, and let them fix it. You go to work, you come back,
it's done.
How much owe you? It's done. Because like you said, is it worth losing a whole day worth of work? And then guessing, getting parts, because you're chasing to find the infamous check engine light on? Take it to an expert, find the right guy, okay? Find that one shop that cares. Don't find a sales guy, okay? Find someone who cares, who's gonna help. We help people, that's what we do. We're problem solvers. I'm here to help you. I'm not a sales guy. I'm telling you, I'm not a sales guy. Nowadays, people smell that, we call it commission breath. In the corner, you can smell that crap coming when a sales guy comes. No one likes a sales guy, you know? No one likes it. You got a bad breath, right? We're here to help you. We're here to provide a service that's going to help you, benefit you. We're going to bring in value so when you spend the money, you feel comfortable. Your car is always going to need maintenance. Tires, brakes, oil changes, it's going to need it. Find a home for your vehicle, find the right place, get it done. It's a no-brainer. And let's talk about other shops. Have you or backyard mechanics? What is you guys' experiences and stuff like that?
So we go to the same thing. So we grew up doing either our work ourselves or stuff got a little harder. It was take it to Joe. He knows cars. What is level? I don't know, but he knows more than we do. But it was still, oh well, I'm gonna do this. I think it's gonna be this. Okay, we'll fix it. It's gonna be this much. Well, that didn't fix the problem. Because he was working with your regular hand tools, and then trying to, same thing. Well, he takes it to AutoZone too, and I got a list of stuff. This are the 6, 7 sensors that we gotta change, and he's like, okay. Yeah, he has more experience. Like, well, more than likely it's this, but still you're guessing, and then we've had to take it.
Put to the shop. I want to tell you something about this. I want to hit this point. This is important for me. We started from nothing as well. We were doing stuff in the backyard. That's where we came from. I want to clarify. I don't want people thinking that we're talking bad about that. We're not at all. We're not at all. I'm just showing the difference. Okay? I'm showing the difference. We started there, humble beginnings. We did that. We did backyard stuff. That's where we started. That's where we came from. We grew. We grew. Once we were ready, we committed, and that's all we did every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. My dad quit his job, and we just focused every day. We made mistakes. Of course we made mistakes. But that's how we grow. There was no one to coach us, to mentor us. Like, this is what you do. This is what you don't do. This is how much you're supposed to charge. This is how you bring back. We didn't know that. You know, we just did it from what we learned. I wish that I knew what I know now. 20 years ago,
Everybody does.
Everybody does. That's why we're giving this knowledge for everybody to know that if you're that one guy, dude, don't wait 20 years to time to pass. I'm gonna just throw it in there. After we get a certain amount of subscribers, we'll be able to build a membership. I am building a coaching. I'm gonna say a school, or more like a mentorship, because I believe everybody needs a coach and a mentor. Once we get to that point, follow me on Instagram. Okay. DM me, I could help you out. I help your business out. I could help you how to talk to customers, how to elevate, how to level up, how to speak, how to help people out, how to make yourself successful. Because I hear this story all the time. I just saw this. This guy was a detailer, amazing detailer. This guy was a fat ass, but was charging $100. Right? He's charging $100. Right? And then there's that one other guy that charges $450, and they're both equal as good. Everybody went to the guy that charged $100. What happened to the guy that made $100?
He didn't make it.
He didn't make it, guys. He didn't make it. And it sucked because everybody who took advantage voted for him not to succeed. No one said, hey, you know what? You're valuable. This is what's worth. I'll tell you right now, a true friend, a true family member will always support your business. They will support the business. What it is, this is what it is. This is what's going to cost because you're supporting them. That's true friendship. That's true family. If I knew my brother-in-law owned a tire shop, I don't want him to sell it to me at a better deal because I'm going to be hurting his business. This is what you do. We're going to team up. We're going to work together. And I'm going to, instead of buying it elsewhere, if someone will buy them elsewhere and paying the same price, I'm going to get it through them. Right? Network with everybody. Network. Okay? Find who to work with. Network. Let's be together as a community. Okay?
And that's the biggest thing, is helping each other. Not only do you bring success to yourself, but you bring success to others.
Yes.
And that's huge.
Especially independent auto repair shops. We're independent. We're a mom and pop shop. We're not a big name brand, right? So we rely on our customers to keep on coming. Moms, dads, brothers, and sisters. I got customers. We've been here long enough where now I'm working on their kids' cars. That is so cool.
Yeah.
You know, like I remember Alex that was 12 years old, and now he's 23 years old, got the girlfriend, got the car.
And he's bringing his car.
He's bringing his car here. Yeah. It's like, holy crap. Like, that's how long we've been here. We've been here for almost 20 years, okay? 17 exact. 20 sounds nice, rounded up. We've been here for almost 2 decades. Literally 2 decades. I've been doing this for 2 decades and a half. Of my life, I've been doing this for yay long.
Yeah.
So we're here to provide great service, world-class service, because I'm here to change the automotive industry. Those bad stories, this guy did this guy screwed me over, that does not happen here, okay, guys? I'm here to change all that. I want to start a revolution where I want all other shops to join me, for us to get together and re-change the mentality and the mindset of these customers. We want customers to come in and feel comfortable. How would that make you feel?
And that's the biggest thing, is a lot of people fear going to a shop because...
What is the biggest fear?
The biggest fear is,
okay, consumer.
Yeah, because it's a fear of, okay, so if I do it myself or go to somebody that knows, Joe,
sure.
It's gonna be $50. I take it to a shop, it's gonna be $100. And that's the fear, is, or it could be more, because there's always the fear, at least for me, is not only is this gonna be wrong, but they're gonna find other stuff. Like when you go to the doctor, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
yeah. So those, I could explain that a little bit just to understand that. So there's 2 sides of that story. Okay, I'm gonna answer that. First side is maybe you knew your car had those issues.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe you didn't go to a place where in the beginning they did a digital inspection. They told you the good, the bad, and the ugly of the vehicle, so then you know, right? You've been taking it to this one guy for 2 years in his backyard, and then when you take it to a shop and they tell you that all this is wrong with it, you think, oh, they're screwing me over. Or maybe the guy never checked the car correctly.
Yeah.
Right? So that's where the fear comes from. The second one, and I despise this, okay? Those who want to oversell.
Yeah.
Those who want to oversell at commission break. No, these guys are in commission and they want to sell you everything in the world. They'll throw the book at you. Well, according to the book, it's $3,000-$4,000. And if you don't do it, you could die and your family could blow up. Like, holy shit. Here you are swiping the thing in the credit card. We get that a lot. Customers come in. I'll say about half of it you didn't need. Right? Their recommendations, or maybe not even recommendations, it's just, well, it said 100K and it needs this. I do believe in the maintenance. I do believe in the 50K maintenance. I do believe in the 100K maintenance. But these guys oversell stuff.
Okay? Well, and I'm sure you've gotten it where customers come in and like, well, I have this issue with my truck, and then you say, okay, well, it's gonna be this much, and they're probably surprised that it's so low because somebody else tell them, oh, you need a new engine.
Exactly.
There's nothing else to do. You just need to replace the engine, and that's going to cost you.
Those are amateurs, okay? For me, those are amateurs that couldn't diagnose the problem correctly. Amateurs, right? They hear it, they couldn't find out what's wrong with it. It just needs another engine. Holy smokes. I'll tell you one thing. Before we say it's an engine, we're going to absolutely make sure that's what it is. And dig through, because if I could save you $5,000 or $6,000, I'm gonna do it for you. Cause I feel for you. I feel what the customer feels. I feel you. I want to be in your shoes. I wanna treat you like if it was me on the other side. Those who know me know I do that, and I go above and beyond. All you other shops, come on guys, let's get on board. Let's help people out. Let's change this industry, right? Like David said, people are scared to go to other shops because another one. I'm gonna change the subject. Another one. Oh, I think the mechanic broke something so I could come back 3-4 months later, right? Okay, you heard of that story?
Well, it's because those are the right conspiracy theories, if you want to call them.
Conspiracy theories.
Like,
this is a conspiracy
he
theory.
knew that was wrong, and he didn't fix it so that I could come back.
Hey, my mechanic. I think you guys broke it loose, and you knew that in 3 months it was gonna break. Man, that's some 007 shit. That's some 007. That's some MacGyver shit. Dude, if you're that guy and you could do that, you're good.
Amazing.
God damn, you're good.
You pinpoint it to where 2 months.
You could do that? Holy shit. I think it's more like a myth. This is not a myth. Maybe they worked on it, and while they work on it, they kinked something, moved something by accident, it worked, and then worked itself loose. Okay, I could see that, but it'll come back in a day or two. I don't see it coming back 3 to 4 months. I'm very doubtful. If you guys have any experiences, like, comment. Give me comments. This is just conversation.
Well, here's the thing. So to kind of get away of the myths of bad mechanics, right?
Yeah.
It's possible that once you, let's say, a tie rod's back.
Okay.
Oh, but I only want you to fix that one.
Okay.
And then whatever X time out, 2 months later, something else is still wobbly.
Absolutely.
Is it because I only fixed the one, or is it because now you got a good part?
Great question. This is what separates the pros from the amateurs. Hey David, you brought in your vehicle. It's a what year is your Silverado?
2011.
2011 Chevy Silverado. It got how many miles?
Like 200.
200,000 miles. Great truck, still running. He pulled it side by side with it still. Hey, we found out that we did a alignment audit, right? We brought it in the alignment rack. Hey, your outer tie rods is bad, but really the one that's bad is the passenger side. The driver's side seems tight, right? I'm gonna explain to you that both wear equal, right? One just happened to wear out quicker than the other for whatever reason, right? Manufacturer, part, whatever. My job is to tell you, you need to do these in pairs. You gotta do them in pairs, right? Tires, you should do in pairs. Tie rods, inner tie rods, ball joints should be done in pairs because they wear out in pairs, okay? If I tell you just one, I'm gonna look good. Like, oh, this guy's saving money. 2 months later, you're gonna come back. You're like, hey, what's going on? It's the same thing again. Oh, well, you need the other tie rod. Well, why didn't you told me that? That's an amateur mistake right there. Now, if I tell you to do both and you decline it, well, now
it's
you
on
know.
me. That's on me. Yeah.
So if you come back in 3 months, you'll be like, I know, I should have done it. But our job, service technician, service writers up front, you gotta explain to customer. Dude, the communication, letting them know is the best thing ever. Hey, you know what, David? You need both outer tie rods. But I'm gonna be honest and straight up forward with you. I got the pictures and the videos. The passenger side is the worst one.
I love that. This is your part. Look at it. And he's like, oh yeah, it was jacked up.
Yes.
They're
guys, and the stuff that we do in the coaching mentorship, if you could invest in a software system that could do digital inspections, meaning you could take a picture, video, it's a game changer. Because customers don't know what a tie rod is, but we all have common sense, right? If I show you that it's loose, it's loose. It's bad, it's bad. And explain to you, like, see this side? There's one just like it on the other side. They physically look the same. One broke and the other one hasn't yet. I recommend you do both right now. Rip it like a Band-Aid, get it over with. Let's do an alignment, you're done. If he says no, okay, it's on you. I told you. So 3 months later, you come back and the other one bad. Well, now you know. Then you have to worry about the myth. Well, maybe he broke the other one.
Exactly.
So that's how we close the gap by explaining, by speaking to the customer. Dude, get close to him enough where you can wrap the guy's arm around his shoulder. Maybe you don't have to. Maybe there's gonna be touch, but you're close and you talk to him and be honest with him. Say, hey, dude, you need some talents, man.
And that's the biggest thing is honesty. Is tell me what's wrong.
Be honest. Don't oversell. Don't bullshit nobody. I'm telling you, if you're honest, you're gonna have a customer forever. and he's gonna come, and the other guy's gonna come. Maybe, again, I'm gonna say maybe it's not for everybody. That's okay. There's no problem, right? But I treat everybody how I want to be treated, right? I mean, that's what we all want. I mean, if you go to a restaurant and you don't spend much, the service usually is crappy.
Yep.
It's supposed to be that if you spend more, you're gonna get better service, right? If I go where they got $200 plate, shit, they better pamper me.
Yeah.
I mean, I better be treated like royalty, right? That's what's expected.
Yep.
And then have the best dining experience ever. The food was like, mwah! The server was like, holy shit, they feel like this is good. That's valuable, right? And we in the service, dude, there's so many places that the service sucks. Okay? Right now is the time to outdo your competition by giving the best service. Because we all kind of offer something the same. We all know how to fix cars, right? But the service is what is the difference. You come in here, people are blown away of the service. Like, holy smokes, dude, this is like, what the heck is going on? It's just how we do things. It's the way we're brought up. I want to change the automotive industry, and I'm going to keep on saying it until it's changed, until people have great experiences, because I know I can start this movement where we could change everything, right?
Yeah. Because that's the biggest thing. A lot of people they don't feel like they can approach their mechanic and say, hey, this is what I need. This is my financial situation.
Yep.
And I need to stay within these lines.
Yep.
And then to have the technician say, okay, I can keep you within this. This is what you need overall. I can keep you here, but just know that this is, and that's the honesty is, but you need to know that your left one is out, your right one's, you're gonna need to replace it. You only have money for one, okay, but just know this is what.
And that's the difference between the pros and the amateurs, you know? Yeah, don't scare people, you know? Be honest and truthful. You really do need all of this, okay? But you know, my budget's this. Hey, let's work something out. Let's build a guide. Let's build something to build your vehicle back to where it's healthy again, right? And work with the customer, work with his budget. You know, be honest, be straightforward, be transparent. Don't scare them, tell them the truth, right? I do believe in positive peer pressure. Like, if that tie rod is bad, dude.
Safety concern? It's a safety concern.
It's gonna break. Literally, it's gonna break, because that's the truth, right? But don't scare them if it's just a little wiggle. You know, like, be honest. You know, if it's bad, it's bad. And if it ain't, it ain't. And just say, hey, eventually this is gonna go bad. I know nobody wants to lose the sales. I know you want to push and grind and sell and kill it. But if you're in for a long run, this is how you treat your customer. You know, you see a lot of pop-up shops. You know, they'll come and rob everybody for a year or two. They'll take their money and they're out of business. If you want to stay here for the long haul, for the long run, this is the way you do it. You got to work with the customer, be good, be honest, be transparent. Hey, if you offer financing, offer financing. Maybe they could wrap up the whole thing, get it all done one shot too. And then they got these smaller, you know, payments, and they can get it done. It depends on the situation. Guide them. That is your job, is to guide them, right? Because that's what customers don't know. Right? They don't know. They're expecting us service writers to give an amazing service, relieve the stress. Like, hey,
I love that.
I got you, dude. Don't even worry about it. Where am I going to get the parts? Dude, we work with so many vendors. This is what I do. This is what I do for a living. Look, all I need you to do is leave the keys. Once I find out what's wrong with it, I'm going to give you a one-time price, and we're done. When you come pick it up, you're going to be blown away.
Honestly, the value of dropping off my vehicle, going to work, knowing that I don't have to guess and figure out what's wrong with it, and then coming up, picking it up, it's done. It's
priceless. It's
Just,
worth everything.
It is.
It is worth everything. But I'm not asking for everything. All I'm asking for the cost of the repair. But we'll give you almost like everything service. We'll give you that $1 million service.
Because you don't have to feel good. The stress is gone.
Gotta talk with confidence. Feel like I know what I'm talking about. Know what I'm saying. I'm backed up with the best guys I ever have. It's gonna be test driven. It's gonna be checked out. Zero issues. We got your back. It's just the way we roll. I'm gonna talk about another topic. I get this a lot, and I've had a few customers where you see how I talk, you see how I am. They can't believe this is who I am, and this is how good I am. It's too good to be true. Why is it people think that it's too good to be true? one of my conclusions is that there's so much bad out there that is too good to be true. This guy is good.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. And it goes back to all the myths of the mechanics, right? Like the bad sales rep, the bad.
Yeah.
It's all goes back to the horror stories of.
And a lot of con artists out there too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people that are real slick, and then next thing you know, you don't get what you get.
So what is there, as a customer, is there certain questions to ask the tech? Say, hey, that we can be like, you know what I mean? Get a feel for, okay, this guy's honest.
I'm going to get you a great question. There's going to be multiple. So what we ask from the customer, when you come and approach us, be honest. If you took it to another shop, please tell us. Please tell us what they did to it. We're not going to charge you more. People think, don't tell them because they're going to charge you more. It's not like that. On the contrary, if you are honest and you tell me you took it elsewhere, tell me what they did so we can backtrack their work. Yeah, let's backtrack what they did, and maybe we have to redo what they did, or maybe it's what they did that caused the issue. But it gives us an idea where to start, because if you don't tell us, it takes way more diagnostic time to figure it out. And if you tell me, it could cut the time in half, literally. Like, literally cut the time in half.
Yeah.
Like my brother was fixing the car, and no one told us that someone changed the computer, and we're chasing all these wires, and the guy's like, yeah, we put a computer on. Well, it comes to find out that it's a 4-cylinder car, and someone put a 6-cylinder computer on it.
So it's a
If they would have told us from the beginning, we changed the computer, you know what's the first thing we'll do? We'll check the ID number. You know, that's what we'll find out with the ID number, what vehicle, what this, what's that. You'd be like, bro, this is what the problem is. Bro, it would have been a 1-hour diagnostic time. Call the customer. Dude, you need a computer. Some GMs you could use used ones or new ones, depending on the vehicle, and we're done. So it took them a long time for him to discover, you know, figure out what's wrong with it. And then when we tell you, like, oh yeah, he said that. Well, I'm sorry, but now you owe us this much of time. You should have told us.
Yeah.
So guys, like, you want us to be honest? You be honest. Be honest about it. Say, hey, I took it to the shop. I spent this much money. They couldn't fix it. Here's the list they did, and this is
bring the receipt. Like, this is what they did.
This is what they did, and it's so cool. What they charged or didn't charge you, dude, we're not worried about that. This is what I'm worried about you. What I'm worried about, helping you fix and correct the issue. That's what I want. At the end of the day, that's what I want. But if you don't tell me, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, as a customer, to ask a mechanic, if you walk in, interview the guy. Hey, who are you? What's your name? Where are you from? What do you guys offer? Get a feel from him. Interview each other.
Yeah.
Interview each other. You know, that's the best way to do it. Or if you were recommended by somebody that had a great experience, go in there and interview. Hey, my name is this. I got this issue. And see if they listen to you. See if they're going to give you the time to listen to you.
Yeah.
If you see that guy is interested, intrigued, and gives you the time, that's an indication of a good guy right there. How's it going? Oh, what happened? Sometimes I'll be in the back, and I'll walk, and I'll be close to the customer. Then let me know what you got. Talk to me. What happened, sir? And hear the story. We connected. I connected. We build a relationship.
Yeah.
Now I earned his trust. Once I earned his trust, now I have to. Right? Now I have to. Now I have a standard now. Well, shit, I'm not going to lose this man's trust. I earned his trust. He's trusted me. He brings it in. We get it fixed. Right? For example, we did this Jeep. The guy went to three different shops. 2 dealerships, 1 different shop. They told him this, they told him that. He spent $1,500. Okay? He brought it here, and he said, well, I heard you guys are really good. I don't know you. How did this all happen? So I walked up, I said, hey, my name is Moses Cruz from Cruz Automotive. We've been here for 2 decades. We specialize in drivability, electrical. 99% of the time, we can fix your vehicle. Well, what's the 1%? They say no, well, they can't afford it, right? Or whatever reason it is. Okay, well, the guy said he needs catalytic converters. I want to put them on. Okay, now watch this. It needs converters. You want to put them on. I asked the question, why you want to put them on? He said, well, that's what the other guy said. Okay, so why don't you let the other guy do it? Well, he's too much money. too expensive, and he can't guarantee me he'll fix the issue. Okay, here we go. So you're looking for someone to do it cheaper and just take the risk if it fixes it or not? Or give me the opportunity to diagnose the issue, root cause analysis.
Find the root cause of
Find the root cause, what's wrong with it. No, I took it to 3 places, they say this. What if I put it on and it still has the same issue? So the guy felt a little like, dude, just do what you want. Like, at the end of the day, I said, you know what? No. Stop. I feel you, dude. I feel you. I know exactly what you're coming from. Let me tell you, you went there, they charge you that, still have the same issue. You went over there to the transmission, you did a training flush, still have the same issue. You went with this other guy, till the converters were bad. You didn't want to spend the money because you already got too much money invested. You happened to hear about us through a friend from work, and here you are. Is that correct? He's like, yeah, I'm going to do this. This is a rarity. I'm going to diagnose it. I'm not going to charge you. I'm going to prove to you that it's not what you say it is. No, do the converters, he said. Okay. I will do the converters. And you know what we did? I put the converters on. Still the same issue. Oh. Still the same issue. And I told him, I said, well, I learned my lesson. I said, how about let us diagnose the problem? Tasha was on it for 2 days. He figured that thing out. And I will tell you what it is, and I'm going to give you some value to this video. It was a Jeep, a 13 Wrangler, 3.6. Underneath the hood, there's that black shield that's on top, so the heat doesn't ruin the paint on the hood. See that shield that's there? That black shield, okay, was broken. That air filter is right by the hood, just like this. The flat was broken, so when you accelerate it, it was clogging. It was clogging the air cleaner, which gave it a lack of power. My brother cut the piece off and the thing ran like a new car.
So transmission, converters, I mean, quite a bit of money into it after, and it was
just something as simple as that, and no one thought about it. And you know how Tasha found out? Using one of these scan tools. He hooked up the O2 sensors, and he found out it was running lean at hard acceleration. It was running lean. Yeah. Why? Is it a fuel pump issue? So you got a little fancy machine, hook up the fuel, right off the fuel line, drove it. Nope, there's good volume, there's good pressure. So it's not fuel, there's great compression, there's great spark. He checked the timing with all his with pico scope over there. He's like, I got all these readings, and there's something restraining it, he said. There's like lack of oxygen. Lack of oxygen. That's when he got the idea to take out the air cleaner, fix the issue, find out that piece was broken. I told the guy, he was blown away. I want you to put it in writing, because I want to go back to these 2 other places and get my money back. It's just one of many stories.
Yeah.
You know, it's just one of many stories. Like the stuff that we do. And you know what, we went above and beyond. Like, we took the extra time, the extra effort. Now we have a customer for life.
Yep.
Now he's telling everybody his experience, right?
And it's true. And the whole, and where you, like you're saying, back to the customer being honest with the technician, or, you know, is true, because my brother had that issue where he came in, his car had lack of trouble or lack of power or something. Well, what's going on? Everything's fine. Everything's good. Turns out the wheel well was broken. He got water in his air filter, and the filter was...
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Water. Yep. But it's those little things where, like, well, when did it happen? Well, it just happened that day. It was raining. Oh, okay.
Exactly.
So, yeah, those little things matter where...
It's just things you don't know, you question
where you're running out in the sand dunes, and then it started bogging down. Like, okay, well, there's sand somewhere. And
yeah, you
gotta
correlate everything. But you have to be honest, both ways. You know, the more information you say, the better. You know, don't just come say, "Well, it's doing the same thing again." Well, what do you mean?
What did you do different?
What is the same thing? Like, explain the same thing. And I have this one customer where we did one wheel bearing, and for the last 3 years, she'll always call me saying the same thing. Well, my car got an issue, and I just want to make sure it's not what you did. I'm like, oh, well, you mean that one wheel bearing we did that one time? Oh yeah, well send me the invoice and I send it to that person.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, what is it in there for? Well, the chip engine light talks. We want to make sure that didn't cause the light to come on. You get all kinds of people, and this person jumps one shop to another shop to another shop to another shop, and they get the bad experience because they never committed with one shop. Find a good shop, commit with a good shop, walk in with a guy that can speak, that you connect, that you feel it's right. Because not every
You feel comfortable.
Yeah, maybe the shop's not for everybody. I get it. It's okay. Yep. I mean, we live in Michigan, so we got Myers, we got Walmart, and then we got Aldi's.
Yep.
There's 3 stores.
And Family Fare.
And Family Fare. Whatever suits you.
Yeah.
Maybe Myers you don't like. You go to Walmart. You don't like Walmart. You go to Aldi. You go to. Hey, you don't like Cruz Automotive. You go elsewhere. But whoever you go with, right? Commit with them.
Yep.
Right? Build a relationship with them. I'm not saying I'm the best and I'll only just come here. No, I'm trying to help you to guide you. Go with the right guy. Go to the right place. Be committed with them. And if in any time you feel something's wrong, have a good conversation with them.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, I want to let you know this happened. Right? We make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Don't hang me if I do one mistake and I did 99 good things. I did 99 great things and one mistake you want to hang me?
For the one.
Man, that's kind of messed up, man. You know? That's kind of messed up. We have a no BS policy. You know that? Something happens, we got you. I mean, we're as easy as fixing it as you bringing it in and we get a rework or whatever. 99% of research shows, David, that 90% of the time, if someone does come back, it's a defective part. 90% of the time, it's a defective part. And because we know that, we have most of it. It's a 2-year parts and labor standard warranty. You do a wheel variant, that thing breaks.
And that's just right through you. The customer doesn't have to fill out any paperwork or anything like that.
So simple, so easy. I've been working with these vendors for over 2 decades. They got my back. I got great relationships. Advance, AutoZone, O'Reilly, Napa, Auto Value, you name it. We work with everybody, right? It's great to have a home store. Don't be scared to buy here and there. Because not everybody has all the parts. And for us, if it's a certain vehicle, like let's say a Subaru, hey, we like using original parts. Some cars are picky, some cars are not. But lately we've been using a lot more of the OE stuff because I don't know if you know that, but GM, Ford, and Dodge, their original parts are being sourced out to your local parts store now. And they're compatible with like aftermarket pricing. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, if you could buy the original part for the same price as their whatever brand, that is phenomenal. And we've been using a lot of that, and it's awesome because it's a one-time fit. You know it's the original one.
You know it's the right.
You're done. It's not a copy of the original one, you know? But whatever the customer wants, we tailor it. We do have a standard for everything. And I want to let you guys know too, David, let's talk about pricing. Inflation's real, man. The last 3 years, everything's gone up. It's gone up. 3 years ago, our average brake job was, I don't know, $240, $220. Pack rotors and the labor. It was phenomenal. Like, oh my God, that's very expensive, right? We got a customer that got brakes done in 2018 in calls now, you know, and now it's like, you know, the average is between $380 and $440. And like, holy shit, Moses, that's almost double. Like, I know, right? Yeah. Remember when gas was $1.50?
Yeah.
$2? You know? Inflation's real, man.
It's a real thing.
I want you to understand, guys, not just the grocery stores, but us. Parts has gone up, electrical's gone up, gas has gone up. The guys that are our guys, for them to stay here, we had to raise their wages for them to stay here.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to your local burger place, they're paying like almost $20 an hour.
Yeah.
So,
well, you can see that too in, you know, whatever a Whopper meal gets, you know what I mean? It used to be $5.
Shit,
and now
man, Whoppers were 99 cents when I was in high school.
So,
shit, those days are long gone, you know?
And that's where a lot of people see that as, oh, you're just jacking up prices.
Yeah, no, we have to, in order to stay in business, and that's for part of my coaching stuff, you have to know where your expenses are. Because you can't charge the same with another shop. That's another thing why shops are different pricing. because a good shop that knows their numbers, their expenses are different than mine and mine to theirs. So there might be a little bit more, there might be a little less. It just all depends, right? So don't judge a person by their pricing. Judge them by their value and what they bring in. So if you have to pay a little bit more, but they're bringing in value, they got your back, they got a no BS policy like we do, and they take care of it for you, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth it, man. To save $50, it's not worth it to me. It really isn't. And again, if price is so important, then I'm gonna help you invest your money properly, and you have a safety net.
And the peace of mind
Peace of mind.
Especially for me, like I have my kids in my car. I want to make sure my car is 100%.
You want your car to be 100%.
Yep.
David, you know what? You need brake pads and brake rotors.
Yep.
If you had to write a check right now for your family's safety, what is it worth to you?
Whatever it is. Yeah.
And I bet you can't even write that check, right?
Yep.
You know what, dude? I'm not asking for everything. All I'm asking is for $380.
Yep.
We'll make you and your family safe. We'll wrap it up. I'll give you a 2-year parts and labor warranty.
Yeah,
Let's make it happen. I'll see you at 5 o'clock.
Yep.
Sounds great.
That's
I love it.
worth
Sounds
it.
great.
Yep.
That's how you do it, guys. Just close it. Get it done.
Yep.
Be honest. That's what he needs. I'm not lying to him. He needs those brakes. My stuff is quality. My stuff is premium. We've been testing it for 20 years. We know what works and doesn't work. I know what he wants, and I know his needs. Yep. He trusts me. I trust him. We work it together, right?
Yep.
He explains. He understands things a little bit higher now. You explain why. You justify it. You give him value. And now he knows that those $380 or $420 or whatever the case is for the most common car, right? Now he knows he has a 2-year parts and labor warranty. If you go with a guy out in the backyard, maybe he'll charge you $100 and you spend another $100. You're $300 deep. You save yourself $120. But when those brake pads go bad, you're gonna look for the guy.
Yeah.
And you know what? His old lady's gonna pick up the door. Yeah, well, Joe's not here right now. He's sleeping. The guy's dodging you. And then you gotta come back. We gotta look at it. We do it. Finds out that he used the cheapest brake pads in the world. Yeah. And then you have to repay everything. You're so mad.
And now I'm wasting more time.
More time. You're wasting more money. And if you come with us or you go with a great shop that has good warranties, your money is, you have a safety net. You invest your money properly, guys. Again, don't be a sales guy. Help people out. That's what I want to do. I'm going to bring this thing back. I want to change the automotive industry, help people out. Me and David, we know each other for years. Have a relationship similar with your customers. Know who they are, know the wife, know the kids, who they are. Build that bond if you want to be in the long run, because we're here to help people. I'm not a sales guy. We're here to help people. So, any other questions besides all this stuff? I'm starting a coaching program. Anything for your business, follow me on Instagram, okay? Send me a comment in my DM. If you want to join a membership, send a message, give me your phone number. I'll talk to you, okay? Right here, Instagram. All right? My name is Moses from Cruz Automotive, 616-298-7040. One thing, I'm gonna throw you a little sidewinder, a little bit more fun. Enough of this BS stuff. I want you to meet my brother-in-law, do a lot of side-by-side.
Yeah.
Follow us and Los Trail Boys. Los Trail Boys. Follow us in our Instagram, Los Trail Boys. Follow us. We'll put it there too. We also have fun too, okay, guys? I want to let you know that we're family orientated. It's not just about work and this and that. Dude, we have fun. Check out our videos, like our videos, follow us. Hey, I got you guys back, all right? Thanks, guys.